What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Seema. I am sitting in a BMW i4 M450 2023 model, and I just wanted to film a video in it. I'm really excited. Let's apply the Benetton lip tint. As you guys may or may not know, this is my favorite lip product. The shade is in Berry. Thank you so much. Someone asked me what shade I use. Berry, all the way, because I believe in dark purplish tones, like on the lips. Like I don't do orange. We're also drinking a lavender oat milk matcha, and I wanted to talk to you guys about a particular topic that many people may be interested in because it is a very new age topic, and the topic is manifestation. So let's discuss what this is. So you are manifesting all the time. Yeah, you are manifesting without even realizing it, because your energy is constantly attracting things towards you, because we live in a magnetic universe, a universe based off of polarity, wherein not even for a second can you stop attracting things towards you. So it is true that whatever you give out, you will get in return. This is true, and this has to do with just the way that energy works. It is Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So this is something that people misconsider when they think of manifestation. You know, they think that if they want to manifest something, usually material, in their lives, they're going to have to employ large amounts of mental effort towards it. But you actually don't have to put in effort at all. You just have to know that it's done and exist in the feeling of it already being done. This is the key to manifesting anything, is to realize that past, present, and future is a figment. It's a lie. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist, because time is not linear. Time is vibrational. You can pick and choose any sphere of vibration to be on, to sit on, and then you can have your desired reality if you stay in that frequency. So let's say you are trying to manifest health, let's say that, but you keep talking about the fact that you're sick, or the fact that you're not doing well, or the fact that maybe you have depression, maybe you have anxiety, you know what I mean? And so you keep talking about these things. You're never going to be well, because that is your narrative, that you're unwell, right? So you can't get there from there. You can't get there from over here. You have to be already here to be here. You see what I'm saying? You cannot expect to be well when you are beating the drum of unwell. It's just not going to happen, okay? And so this is where people kind of trip up when it comes to manifestation, because they think that they need to yearn for something. In the Bible, it says, when you pray, believe it is done, right? When you ask, believe ye has it. Because God, creation, the universe, love personified, does not work based off of the premise of linear time. He is time. In the Gita, Krishna says, time I am, right? So what this means is that, you don't have to ask God for something with an energy of not having it. You don't have to ask God for something with an energy of longing, or missing, or needing, or yearning, wanting. No, you have it, because you are asking he who has everything, that which has everything, she who has everything. You are asking universal energy, which is everything personified. So when ye pray, believe ye has it. That means that, when you ask for something, understand that it's already yours. Bathe in that energy of receiving, of having, of joy, bliss. How do you feel when you have the new car? How do you feel when you have the health? How do you feel when you have the wealth, or abundance, or perfect partner, or whatever it is? By the way, there's no such thing as a perfect partner. People reflect who you are. That's it. People reflect who you are. So, so many times in life, I have heard people searching for like the perfect husband, or the perfect wife, or the perfect person. There's no perfect person. You are the perfect person. Refine yourself to a standard of perfection that matches what you want. Then you will attract who you are, because we are always attracting who we are. So this goes for all realms of life. You know what I mean? In business, we attract who we are. In our career, in the workplace, in relationships and friendships, we always attract who it is that we are. The energy that we're giving out, it's going to be matched. It's going to be reciprocated and then given back to us. So you want to make sure that you're entering into all partnerships with an honest heart, with an honest intention to give, to serve, to be a partner, to be a friend. Maintain that, and the universe will reward you in different ways. Because when you can carry a high vibration, you will understand that your work is done. Your work is done. You know, there's nothing that you need to do other than that. You're carrying a high vibration. So this means what? This means that you are working on refining your energy as much as possible by being what? Loving, honest, joyful, high flying, seeing the good in other people and in the world, right? So the universe will show you good stuff, more and more and more good stuff, better and better stuff, right? Because you have that energy, you have that frequency. So this is how to manifest something. Become it. Whatever you want, become it. If you want wealth, because a lot of people want wealth, you have to feel wealthy every day. And understand that wealth is not just money. Because there's so many people that have money that are unhappy, depressed, suicidal, my guy. Okay? So wealth is not just money. Money is a very small fraction of what wealth is. And people just want money because they are programmed. We are all living in a state of conditioning that, you know, we need this fiscal commodity to survive, which is true. We do in our world, right? In the way our economy functions. So what we really want is freedom and respect and love from other people. That's what we want. We don't want money, because money in and of itself is paper. It's, you know, fiat currency, like the actual denomination, differs across the globe as well. And you'll know this if you trade Forex. It's such a mind bend when you start to see that what's worth one thing in one country is worth something else in another country, and it's not equal, and it's not you know, currency as we know it can fluctuate at any point in time, and it has been fluctuating. That's how inflation has been a thing, and that's how it's been increasing. And then subsequently the value of gold, you know, also changes, like metal and like actual like commodities changes based off of inflation as well. So there's, you know, it's a whole thing to study wealth and to understand what wealth is in the sense that it's not what we think it is. Like, it's not the goal. It's the means to the goal. It's a means to an end, but it's not the end. We shouldn't be going after money. We should be going after wealth, inner wealth, true wealth, which is freedom, freedom of the mind, freedom of the heart. Why do you think I make these YouTube videos? It sets me free. Same thing with everything I do. It sets me free. You know, I feel free when I film, when I create, when I can dance and sing and express and be who I am. You know what I mean? And so I found that. I'm so glad that I forced myself to continue, even when it was very hard for me to do so. You know, I don't get paid. Like, my YouTube channel is not monetized yet, but it brings me more than, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not, there's no dollar amount that could measure to the satisfaction of me filming and editing and posting a video. You know, so that to me is an example of inner wealth. So there are different ways you can find inner wealth, you know, through passions and hobbies that reveal to you your own soul, right? And then also through self-care practices like meditation and journaling, so you can find out what's in your mind and put it on paper. And through that process, you actually find out who you are. You find out who you are. Okay, it is a deconditioning process. So all the noise that the world has tried to tell you about who you are immediately gets void, you know, and it gets vanquished in the time of you journaling and jotting down what's going on inside your mind. And if you do it for a long enough time, like I've been doing it for years, then you'll see how you change over time and how you have grown, and that'll give you an even deeper sense of self. So it's really important to do this so that the world cannot tell you who you are, because people will always try to tell you who you are in a job setting, in a social media setting, online. Like, people will always try to tell you who you are. So you want to know who you are before you you know, get out into the world, essentially, or even before you begin your day. So take it from me. Journal, you know, start writing, write about yourself, you know, not what you ate for lunch that day, not how you're feeling or anything, but well, yeah, how you're feeling, but like what you want, you know, because that'll lead you to who you are even more so. Because the soul desires that we carry, like, for example, I told you how good it makes me feel to film and stuff. These are soul desires, right? So find out what your soul desire is, and it'll make you feel free no matter what it is. It could be art, it could be music, it could be, you know, anything that brings your soul joy. And usually it's a form of creativity. Usually it's a form of expression in some way, because human beings seek to be understood. We really do. We seek to love and to be loved, and that's it. It doesn't have to do anything about a relationship or anything about, you know, what people usually want, like money and wealth and things like that. No, think about it. What do you really want? You want time, freedom, you want respect from other people, and you want love. That's what you want, right? So figure out the fastest and best and easiest way to give yourself these things so that you can see them manifest in your outer reality. I'm telling you, this is what manifestation is. You have to be it first. You have to be it first. And then it'll start to materialize around you in different, beautiful, mystical, small ways. This is what manifestation is. What else can I give you in terms of manifestation? Yeah, it's really all about deprogramming and then reprogramming the subconscious mind, which makes up for 90% of all of our experiences. So the subconscious mind is a feeling-based mind. It doesn't know the difference between what has actually happened and what you are thinking has already happened. This is why visualization is such a strong process, because it rewires what has already been there for a long time, and it sets a new imprintation that, hey, this is a visual of something that has already happened. The subconscious mind is above time. It doesn't know whether something has already happened or not. So you can visualize things that you want to happen in the future, hold that visualization for at least 17 seconds, and it'll be imprinted upon the subconscious mind. And then you'll start to see little bits and fractions of that manifestation come into your reality, right? Whether it's a car, or looking at a car that you see on the road, or, you know, just little things like that. And lots of people start to feel impatient when they want something, because to desire is to suffer, like the Buddha says. Really, it is. There's no better form of suffering than desiring something. It is suffering to the max, because you're wanting something that you don't have. That's like literally imprisoning yourself in a prison cell, because what does a prisoner want to do more than anything? He wants to be free. He wants to get out, right? So don't imprison your mind. Get out of your own mind. Don't desire things. Feel them instead. Feel them out. Feel them out. You know, like, let's take me for example. I'm a really loving person. I don't show it because I don't advertise it, because in the world it's not that safe to advertise it, you know, with the way society is. But I'm a very loving, deep person. So what do I do, right? What do you do when you really love somebody, but like you can't be with them, or you can't have them, or you can't, you know, whatever it is? I'll tell you what to do. What I did is you accept the fact that you love somebody and you love them, and that's it. It's so easy. But if you start wanting things and expecting things, you know, then it just becomes really hard. And all the love that you have ever given to anybody, even subconsciously, I'm telling you, it comes back in different ways. And the entire, I guess you could say, lesson, or like, because when you love somebody, sometimes it's painful, right? So when there's pain, there's always a lesson that needs to be learned. Otherwise you wouldn't have the pain, right? So the entire lesson or premise behind really loving somebody is that you are subconsciously trying to show yourself how deeply you can love. And you are showing yourself on an internal level that, hey, this is what you need to be giving yourself, you know? This is what you've been needing from yourself the entire time. So then you love the person, and you start to love yourself as well, you know? And it's a very beautiful freaking experience. But if I had been like, oh no, you know, I want this, I want that from this person, I expect this, you know, then you start to really suffer. You start to really suffer. You know, same thing with wanting anything, including like getting out of debt and stuff like that, or you know, having bills and things like that, and wanting them to go away, or wanting more money. What happens when you want more money? Do you think you get more money by wanting it? Wanting has no substantial value. There's no value in wanting. Okay, let's make that very clear. It is a baseline feeling. It is an instinctual, effortless kind of sentiment. It takes no effort to want something. You know, you'll notice that children, like young children, what do? They want. All they do is they want stuff, because it's easy. But a rational adult that has the ability to self-realize and self-actualize, which is what I hope everybody is doing, has the ability to say, you know what, like, I don't have to want. I can just embody that which I already am. I am the career path. I am the experience in the car, etc. You know, I am the relationship that that my soul desires. You know what I mean? Because I am that, and that's it. Because I have it already within myself. How can you expect something to come into your life if it's not already a part of you? It can't. There's no connection. There's no energetic connection there. You know, it has to already be a part of you, and then it'll come into your life naturally. This goes for bad stuff too. So again, if you have unhealed issues, you're going to keep attracting people that bring out those unhealed issues within you. This is just the law of physics. This is just the law. So if you want to start attracting different circumstances and people that will not hurt you, you have to heal. You have to heal from different things that you may have going on. You know, abandonment issues, issues of rejection, you know, things like that. All of these things, every single aspect of pain that human beings wrestle with comes from an inner lack of recognition, you know, not recognizing the self, right? Having the ego delude ourselves, having the ego delude the self, basically, and thinking that, I'm owed this, I'm owed that from other people, or I deserve this, I deserve that. You're not owed anything, because you can give yourself everything that you need. You see what I'm saying? And again, like healing, like the path of healing will show you that all this time your ego has been in the way. Like all this time your ego has been tricking you into thinking that you actually have self-worth issues. If you realize the self, who the self is, capital S, you won't have self-worth issues. You won't, because you realize that the self is everything. God is here. God is within the self. What are you lacking? You are everything in existence. You are the child of creation personified. You know what I mean? So you'll have no more self-worth issues once you realize the self, but people do not realize the self, and so that's why they have self-worth issues, because they think that the ego is the self. But the ego is not the self. The soul is the self. Okay? That infinitesimal energy is the self. That energy which is self-healing, self-intelligent, self-actualizing, self-driven, self-loving, okay? That has the ability to heal others and lay hand upon others the way Jesus did, okay? Like, this is what the self is. Jesus Christ was a prime example of somebody who was directly connected to the self, directly embodying the self, or as New Age individuals call it, the higher self, right? I'm a New Age individual, like, but you know what I mean? Like, so Jesus was a prime example of that. He was able to lay hand and heal people, and what he was doing was called Reiki, and we have the ability to do Reiki. Every single person does. There's nobody that is exempt from this stuff. This is not a phase. This is not a fad. This is not New Age spirituality. This is not anything that is contained within a label. This is the primary functioning of the soul. It is connected to God. We have the ability to take our Father's sentiments and talents, and to give them to other people, to give them to the world, to bless others. You see what I'm saying? It is really important and powerful and amazing that we have the ability to do this. And so this is why I encourage everybody, start a YouTube channel, post on social media. It doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter what, even really what you say, because your existence on its own is sacred. Your existence is sacred. Even if you have to say some stuff that may not be very, let's say, spiritually productive, let's say, whatever you have, you can post it, you can put it out there and help other people and bless them through your word or actions or clothes or music or art. You are sacred. I need people to know that they are sacred and that they are art. They are art. They have been crafted by the greatest artisan, okay? Like, this is not restrictive based off of religion, or this is something that applies to all of humanity. This is not something that is contained within a religion or a sect or a dogma. By the way, all these things are lies meant to keep you enslaved. This is why, or rather this is how we have war and things like that, is because the human race has not woken up to the fact yet that we are actually not separate. We are not separate. We are one and the same. We are all children of God. That's it. Period. This is the truth. Period. You know what I mean? And so we all have the propensity to love everybody equally, regardless of social status, regardless of skin color, race, heritage, ethnicity, culture, background, religion, family name, maybe, like, you know what I mean? There is no discrimination. Today I went to a cafe, which is where I got my lavender matcha oat milk, and I saw somebody wearing a shirt that said, no human is illegal. And man, you know what I mean? Like, we have been conditioned as a society, as a global society, to think that people are illegal. If you don't have a green card, if you don't have a visa, if you don't have this or citizenship or that, you're illegal. You have to understand, this is all a ruse. This is all a game to keep you mentally enslaved, because we are under a fiat system, okay? We are under a fiat system, and the system thrives based off of your life force energy, okay? This is why you have to work to live. It's we should all be really pissed off about it in a good way, and attempting to take full control, full freedom back, into our hands, full control over our minds and our spirits, okay? So this is what people want. They don't want wealth or gold or paper money. They want freedom over their minds and hearts, okay? And the way that you can attain freedom over your mind and your heart is by wanting to do so. Yeah. And you will be able to manifest anything that you want by realizing who you are first as being the self, such that, hey, I do have this manifestation capability that I have been subconsciously doing my entire life. Everything around me in my reality is a direct projection of what is inside me, of what is inside my subconscious mind. Let me go ahead and refine what's in there. Let me actually see what's in there first, excavate it, dig it out, and then refine it. You know what I mean? Put stuff in there that I actually want to see in my reality. This is the way to do it, guys. This is the way to do it. Every single book you read by philosophers and authors that have also generated wealth, and by physicists, okay, like Tesla, will tell you the same thing. They'll tell you the same thing, that you are the universe within. You are the universe within. There is nothing that is separating you from your creator, and you have all of the power to go ahead and realize that power that you are. But you must want it bad enough. You must want to realize who is God and where is he. Right? Because God is not in a temple. God is not in a mosque or a church. He is within you, and he is carried within you wherever you go. Wherever you go. So you can always ask for help within your mind. You can always ask for help. And when ye ask, believe ye has it. Believe that you already have what you need, because you do. Be happy when you pray. Be joyful when you pray. When you ask for health, do it with a smile on your face, and do it with the knowing that it is given. Ask and it is given. You know what I mean? That's also the name of one of my favorite books by Abraham Hicks. So this is really very important, because people cannot know what to manifest or even how to manifest unless they first know who they are. Because when you know who you are, you'll know what you need to do, which is to ask, right? You'll know how to ask, which is to ask with love and with acceptance, with receiving energy, and with gratitude, right? So you'll know who to ask, how to ask, and what to ask for. So like, you don't ask for the new car or the new relationship or more money. You ask what he wants you to do. You ask what it is you need to do, you know what I mean, to better your life, so that all these good things can start coming to you. What karma within yourself do you need to work on? What within yourself do you need to heal first? I'm telling you, it's all energy based. Everything is energy first, and then it's matter. Once you can refine what's in here, the subconscious mind, right, and seek to, again, like I said, identify, excavate, and then replace, right, then you'll have a clear slate for which to put, a new identity upon, right? Because as you are, so you will attract around you. So if you don't like what's happening in your life, or the car that you drive, or how much money is in your account, you must become someone else. This is the key to manifestation. It's an identity shift. It's a quantum reality shift within you first, my guy, with your energy first, and then around you it starts to happen. But if you just seek to manifest like a new object, you are disgracing who you really are. You see what I'm saying? You are throwing away the full power of manifestation that you have for something that is really now hard to acquire, because you have put specificities upon your desire, number one. Number two, you have put pressure upon your manifestation, which you should never do, because look at how life goes. Life flows. Life flows. You cannot put pressure upon anything in your life and expect good results. It's going to combust. It's going to, fail, essentially. Same thing with relationships. If you're putting pressure on your relationship or on your partner or whatever, it's not going to go well, right? It's going to fail in some way. It's not going to, because you have expectation. You see what I'm saying? The key to life, to attracting good things in your life, things that please your soul, is to live from the soul. And to live from the soul means having no expectation and having no control, really. Ask me about this, right? I used to have super duper control issues, really, about things in my life and the way that I was living my life and everything. I still do, but in a different way. It's not about control. It's about what the soul needs, essentially, So when ye ask, believe ye has it. And when you pray, do so with gratitude. Understand that anybody can pray. You don't have to be a part of any religion. You don't even have to believe in God. You can just ask the universe, because the stars in the sky appear every night without fail. Okay, so something is operating here, and you can ask that operation for what it is that you need and what it is that you want, and I guarantee it will be given. Ask and you shall receive. I love you very much. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions for me, or if you'd like to leave a comment, be sure to leave a comment below. I love you again so much. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video.